today's reel, I talked about how we manifest from our mind, and I wanted to make a longer video about this because it's such a complex process, and I really want to clarify what I mean and what I am exactly talking about. So, what I explained in the video is that our thoughts aren't really material, they're not really physical. It's information that moves through our minds, it's electrical impulses, but they don't carry the physical, tangible energy of actual physical movement. So our thoughts aren't capable of manifesting in the physical reality of our world. They aren't able to move us. When we move from our body, from our sacral center, from our energy centers. Those centers are grounded, rooted in the physical world. And that's where we manifest. So the way our thoughts find their way into physical reality is by projection. So our thoughts decide the way we look at the world. And because we have a certain mindset, everything that aligns with that mindset is kind of highlighted. So when we're thinking about something, when we're occupied with a specific perspective, when we're wanting something, when we're looking for something, we recognize that specific thing because it's highlighted in the physical world around us. And because we respond to those things that are highlighted, that's what gets our energy moving. So by our interaction with the world around us, our thoughts become manifested. Not because the thoughts directly give us energy, but because we recognize the reflection of our thoughts in the world around us, and we respond to it in a physical way. So it's kind of it's not a direct route of manifestation, it's an indirect route. And to me, this is a very interesting and important process to understand because it allows for us, for thoughts to be more open, in the sense that we can put so much pressure on our thinking that we have to discipline ourselves and we have to force things to happen, because otherwise we're not manifesting our desires, we're not manifesting what we want to have in our lives. And it doesn't have to be that way. There doesn't need to be any force, there doesn't need to be any discipline. We just need to recognize the validity of the thoughts that we have, because some thoughts don't need to be manifested at all. Some thoughts can just pass on through and go right on by. But the thoughts that are important, we need to recognize them for the value that they have. And these are usually the thoughts that are empowering, that are encouraging, that are recognizing our value, that are recognizing our capacity. And when we take those thoughts seriously and discard thoughts that don't have any truth or validity to them, then we can start to recognize the reflection and the confirmation of those encouraging thoughts in the world around us. And then we can start to interact with those confirmations. Then we can take them seriously, not just with our mind, but with our whole body, and respond to them. That's how we manifest, by interacting with the world around us, by being open to the truth of our most encouraging perspective. I would love to hear if this makes sense to you, and if you have any questions about this. I love answering questions. I love interacting with the world around me and recognizing those reflections.